Wow, I can officially confirm that Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, it is perfect and it is better than the original Fairy Tail series, and this is all thanks to one character who will be getting a lot of shine in the brand new trailer. Like, yo, this character, she easily is going to be highlighted more than Natsu. But no, in all seriousness, we had to do a video discussing the Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest 2022 trailer because, yo, we do know that the anime, it is coming out in 2022, and what if I told you there was one character from Team Natsu who literally did save and fix the whole entire Fairy Tail series? But I gotta give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Neocraft, aka the creators of Chronicles of Infinity. Make sure you guys go ahead and pre-order this free-to-play game right now on Android or Apple because, yo, once it does come out, it's gonna be all the hype because we do know Chronicles of Infinity, it is a new free-to-play action role-playing game with that PvP as well. We do know Chronicles of Infinity, it's literally a simple game where you select your fighter. I know I'm picking the Valor fighter, shout out to Sora, but you pick your fighter, bring them down to different dungeons, complete different quests, level them up, get new abilities, and then you go into the gauntlet. Chronicles of Infinity focuses heavily on PvP, so once you're done leveling up your fighter to a pretty high level, then you can test out his abilities in solo battles, or you can do a full-on mass showdown with multiple fighters. So you could either deliver all the smoke to all the other people who you're fighting, or you could just enjoy the RPG aspect of the game. But regardless of the fact, make sure you guys go ahead and download Chronicles of Infinity for free on Apple or Android. Click the link in the description down below to download the game for free and so you can meet me up there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get back into the video. Now, the character that will be getting highlighted in the trailer just as much as Natsu and Lucy, if not more, is Erza. Yes, we do see Erza. She does get all the hype fights in Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. And yo, Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, it literally is Hiro Mashima going back and fixing his sins on Fairy Tail. We obviously do know the fights, they were kind of a big flaw in the original Fairy Tail series. And we do see Erza, she is single-handedly having the best fights in all of Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. And that was confirmed with this recent chapter, which this chapter just revealed the official power scaling for all of the Dragon Slayers in Fairy Tail, and that was done because of Erza. So round of applause to Erza because she is the true Dragon Slayer. Like, yo, we see that she's fighting more Dragon Slayers than Natsu because we do see Erza, her biggest battles do come against Dragon Slayers, whether they are in Fairy Tail or the 5th generation Dragon Slayers, and they are all some of the hypest fights in the series because we do see Erza, she did fight up against Laxus, aka the strongest Fairy Tail member. Yes, we literally do see that Erza, she is equal to Laxus in terms of power, and this was a huge W for Erza because, yo, the fact that she was able to tie with somebody like Laxus goes to show you that she is the strongest member of Team Natsu, and she's easily one of the strongest characters in the Fairy Tail guild. But it also does give some clarification on the Dragon Slayer power scale, and this is definitely something that I was hoping for because we're finally seeing who are the strongest characters in Fairy Tail and the strongest Dragon Slayers. I mean, Hiro Mashima was literally throwing it in our face with Erza because we do see Erza, she was able to successfully defeat Kyra, one of the 5th generation Dragon Slayers. Yes, we literally do see that Erza, she washes Kyra, so this does confirm that even though the 5th generation Dragon Slayers, and I'm talking about the regular ones, not the elite one, they cannot hold a candle to Erza. Like, yo, we see that Erza, she was able to defeat Kyra, and we saw that Laxus, he was able to defeat Scolian Raider and Mad Mole. So I definitely do think since Erza is equal to Laxus, she is stronger than all of the regular 5th generation Dragon Slayers. So this is why Erza is super hype. We literally do see that she does sun the trio of the 5th generation Dragon Slayers, but we do see that Erza, she has met her match with Suzaku, and yo, even though she did share the same fate as Natsu and got spliced open, we do know Erza, she wasn't at full power like how Natsu was, and she was still able to react to Suzaku's blade. So slight W for Erza, even though we know she got wrecked in the battle versus Suzaku, one of the elite 5th generation Dragon Slayers, she was still able to flex a little bit. Like, yo, she was able to react when she wasn't at full power, and she still was able to hold him off just for 1 second. But the main highlight of Fairy Tail's new anime, yes, I'm saying it, this fight's going to be epic. We do see Erza versus Misaki, the Blue Dragon Slayer, and I mean, yo, round of applause to Hiromashi Atsu Uda, because none of these fights are failing. We do see Erza, she is fighting up against one of the elite 5th generation Dragon Slayers all alone, and man, oh man, we see what is going down. We do see Erza right now, she is not really on her level, and I mean, yo, it's kind of understandable because we saw Laxus, he was getting dominated by Kirin, so I definitely do think Misaki being able to beat down on Erza, this is definitely making sense, and this is why I'm saying Erza alone, she has fixed the power scaling, because we do see all of Erza's fights, they literally have been so perfect, and they've been making a lot of sense in terms of the story wise, and we also do end up getting clarifications on other characters, other Dragon Slayers I should say, because Erza, she's only delivering smoke to the Dragon Slayers. Like, yo, she definitely is the Dragon Slayer. But no, in all seriousness, I definitely do think that Erza, she did confirm that Misaki is top tier. Like, yo, we see Misaki, she just might be equal to Kirin, and Kirin, we saw he was able to body Laxus. So this is why I'm super excited for the new Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest trailer. We literally do get clear clarification on the strongest Dragon Slayers, and I got you, I will list them off in order. Number 1, we do have Kirin, the yellow Dragon Slayer. We do know that he is an elite 5th generation Dragon Slayer, and he does have the soul of a king, aka Actologia if you're asking me, inside of his coffin. But the second strongest is Misaki. We do see that she is literally delivering the smoke to Erza right now, and her ability, it allows her to transform 1 second into an hour, and she is able to demolish and torture her opponents during that time frame. So I'm interested to see more of Misaki's abilities. We do know she did train Kyra, so this just goes to show you how strong she truly is. And I gotta represent Fairy Tail. We do see Laxus, he is easily number 3. Like, yo, Laxus, he's been flexing just as much as Erza. Like, he has been having some big moments, and I definitely am super excited to see just how strong Laxus is going to be at the end of the series, because he's been getting the most hype. Like, yo, Laxus, do not sleep on him. He is easily the strongest member in Fairy Tail, but low-key the newest Fairy Tail member, which I'm going to discuss later on. Suzaku does come in at number 4. We saw that he did take down Natsu and Erza, and we already did see that Celine, she did confirm that Suzaku, he is a huge threat, and he hasn't even mastered his power fully. So Suzaku, I definitely do have him as the 4th strongest Dragon Slayer that is alive. But coming in at number 5, this might be super shocking, I gotta put Haku in there, and I know everybody and their mom hates him because this is Wendy's new boyfriend. But no, in all seriousness, we do see Haku, he is madly in love with Wendy, and I do think he will be joining Fairy Tail. But we also do see he is able to turn anybody into a plushie and a doll, and that literally does counter Natsu directly. So we see that if he fights Natsu one-on-one, he could literally make Natsu commit suicide, which is why I got Natsu at number 6/7, tied with Scully and Raider. We do know Natsu, he does have a long way to go. Like, yo, not only does he have to catch up to all the Dragon Slayers, but he has to catch up to the fire dragon god Ignia. So I definitely do think it's hype that Natsu still does have some more abilities to unlock before he does become the strongest. Like, yo, once he does get his Purgatory Dragon Fire mastered, I definitely do think this is when Natsu will skyrocket to number one, because he will be using the Purgatory Dragon Fire to kill dragons. And Scolian Raider, we do know his Ash Dragon Slayer magic. This is another one of my favorite just because it's badass designs. But no, in all seriousness, we do see that Scolian Raider, he is equal to Gray when he is using his devil slaying magic. So the fact that Scolian Raider is equal to Gray when he's using his devil slaying magic goes to show you that both of these characters are E and D level. So this is why both of them are super hype. Scolian Raider, he is the leader of the 5th generation Dragon Slayer trio, and obviously Natsu is the leader of Team Natsu, so I got them both equal in terms of power. Then coming in at number 8, another new Fairy Tail member, aka Kyra. I definitely do think that Lax's wife, the Blade Dragon Slayer, I definitely do think she is the 8th strongest Dragon Slayer. She's pretty much fought everybody in Team Natsu. Like, yo, we see she's fought in Erza and taken an L, and she also fought Lucy and taken an L. So this is why I do got Kyra down there. I definitely do think she is strong, but I don't think that she is one of the stronger members of the 5th generation Dragon Slayer guild. In fact, I definitely do think that Kyra, she is equal to characters like Godjiel and Mad Mole. Yes, I definitely do think that these 3 Dragon Slayers, while they are some of the weaker ones, they definitely do have some of the most potential to grow. And I mean, Godjiel, he's only with these 2 because he just been sitting back, just been smashing on Levy. He hasn't really been traded. But no, in all seriousness, I definitely do think Kyra, Mad Mole, and Godjiel, they're definitely all around the same power level, and these are some of the weaker Dragon Slayers. Like the number 8 through 10, you could basically put them anywhere. And last but not least, Wendy still is at the bottom. She definitely does have the most potential to grow because, yo, we see that she's been getting hella power-ups through Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, and yo, we know she's going to be one of the main characters for Fairy Tail Next Generation. So Wendy, there's only one way to go, and that is up from rock bottom. And I definitely do think she will end up becoming one of the strongest, if not the strongest Dragon Slayer when Fairy Tail is all said and done. But we literally don't have to worry about Fairy Tail ending anytime soon, because we do know Erza, she does confirm Fairy Tail Next Generation. Yes, we literally do see once Erza does get Jalal to join the guild, this is not only going to reveal new Fairy Tail members, but this also is going to confirm Fairy Tail Next Generation even more, because now that Erza has invited Jalal back to the guild, we do know they're going to start getting busy. And then once they do end up having their child, they might be the strongest character in Fairy Tail Next Generation. Like, I'm super excited to see the overpowered love child between Erza and Jalal. Like, yo, this mother sucker better be able to use 21 stars of the heaven constellate. Like, I don't care. This character, he or she would definitely be the strongest in all of Team Natsu, whether we're talking current or past. But that is only if Erza does stay alive, because we do know the finale of Misaki versus Erza, it is going to be happening very soon. And yo, shit is going to be getting crazy. I definitely do think there's a possibility that Erza may end up dying, just because Hiro Mashima, he has been teasing character deaths a lot in Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. Or I definitely do think Erza, she will awaken some Dragon Slayer armor. Yes, we literally do see that she's been getting hella power-ups in Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. Like, yo, we easily do see that she is the Kakashi of the series, because she always does have a new hidden armor waiting. And I definitely do think she will end up revealing one of the brand new armors, her brand new Dragon Slayer armor, in this battle versus Misaki. This is literally the perfect time to use it, because, yo, we see that Misaki, her ability, it literally does take over the whole entire playing field. So if Erza does have a Dragon Slayer armor, she will be able to pretty much nullify Misaki's abilities. And I definitely do think By the end of this fight, we will have a good gauge on who are the strongest characters in Fairy Tail. Yes, this is why this new trailer is looking super hype, because one of the biggest mysteries and one of the biggest flaws in Fairy Tail with its power scaling, it's fixed. It's fixed. So we don't gotta worry about the power scaling or any of the fights getting ruined, because we do see, thanks to Erza's massive role in Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, she will be fixing the power scaling all by her damn self. And yo, we literally do know that all of her fights, they will be the highlight of Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, because that's literally what Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest is. Team Natsu with them getting into fight after fight while exploring the Fairy Tail world, aka what we always wanted for the longest of time. So this is why Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, it is looking perfect. Not only have we been revealed to all these brand new characters, and we do have a lot of hype things for the Fairy Tail world and the Fairy Tail Guild, we also have been given clarification on one of the biggest mysteries and one of the biggest problems, I'm using that with air quotes, but one of the biggest problems with the original Fairy Tail series, and that was the power scaling. We do know that has been fixed completely, and you guys will be seeing that in Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. And the main character who does fix it is Erza, because yo, she has most of the epic fights. So I definitely do think Erza's battles, they will be some of the most important fights in Fairy Tail. And I'm not saying that she's going to be the one to kill Ignia, no, but I definitely do think all of Erza's fights, they are a great way to gauge at the power scaling, because she only fights the strongest, and we can easily see which characters do rank where. So this is why Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, it's looking a lot more better than the original Fairy Tail series. And I definitely do think that once it does come out in 2022, everybody will finally be able to see why they're hyping it up. Like, yo, Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, it easily is going to be the best new anime to come out. And I definitely do think Erza and all the Team Natsu, they definitely won't be disappointing in the new trailer. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.